Hello. Welcome. Alright. We need to talk about young royals. Okay, before you start watching this, I am so sorry for pronouncing Simon, his name, as Simon. I don't know what's wrong with me. I've watched it so many times and I still cannot do it properly. So it's Simon, not Simon. I mean, it's both the same name, but it should be Simon. I'm so sorry. I don't know if you know this series, but it's on Netflix now, and I've been super obsessed with it, and I cannot think about anything else. So I just want to talk about it with you all. I want to tell you that you should watch it right now. This video obviously contains spoilers, so if you haven't seen it yet and you don't want to know anything about this, and you want to first watch it and then, hear about my opinions on it, you should probably put this video on pause for now and maybe come back to it later after you finish the series. But I can tell you that it's worth watching. This series is about Wilhelm, a crown prince in Sweden, and he goes to this boarding school and he meets people there. Simon. This series has absolutely blown my mind. I've never seen something like it. I've watched it multiple times and I just don't want to watch anything else besides this series, so I just watch it over and over again. It's really addicting and it's really good, and I will talk about it in this video. I wrote some points down that I want to talk about, so let's just start. Okay, so first of all, this series is Swedish and I love series that are not like English. I also watch a lot of like K-drama, like Korean. I just feel like non-American series are much more natural and realistic in a lot of ways. I already loved the fact that it was Swedish, and it's just such a realistic series, but it's not realistic at all. Like, we're not crown princes and princesses, so you cannot relate to that part, but the natural relationship these characters have with each other, it's insane. I just love how they communicate with each other, and I love how natural it is. When I started watching it, I was just so amazed by the chemistry, by the acting. Like Edwin and Omar, who play like Wilhelm and Simon, they are such good actors. Like, it's insane. Especially like with Wilhelm, his character, you can see the pain in his eyes. It's really good. So as I said, I wrote some points down I would like to discuss, things that frustrated me, things that blew my mind. Also, I will tell you what I hope to see in season 2. And they don't have a choice, they have to make a season 2 because everyone wants it. And if they don't do it, I will do it myself. By this, I volunteer as a film director or something, or scriptwriter. Hit me up. So the first thing about the characters, let's talk about the characters first. I've been on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok lately, and I obviously heard a lot of people talking about August and Sarah, because these characters are pretty frustrating, especially August, because he did terrible things, obviously leaking the sex scene, which is literally something unhuman. Like, you don't do that. So that made me hate him the most when he did that, out of like jealousy. It was so selfish. But besides that, I have to say, in the beginning I thought August was a pretty decent guy. I thought he would like stick up for Wilhelm, and he accepted Wilhelm, like, hey, do you want to join our group? But I also didn't like the fact that he gave him drugs and that kind of stuff. That was not fun. He seemed like a very nice guy, but he wasn't after all. And that kind of hurt me. He kind of broke my heart because I really thought he was gonna be nice to Wilhelm. But what he did is unacceptable. Whenever I see him on the screen, I'm like, no, don't do it. Then Sarah, how do I say that? Like, Sarah is a different person. Like, she is very truthful. She says what she thinks, and I like that about her. I think she's a very strong girl. She sticks up for herself, but I mean, the things she said to Simon, the way that she acts around her mom sometimes, I don't like the way she acts. I just don't think she is that problematic. She is a bit weird. She does weird things that I think like, why would you do that? When she went to August and kissed him, like I was a bit confused because of what he did to her brother. But I do think she is a very strong female character. I mean, Young Royals is written by women, so there can only be good characters, really. Yeah, Sarah needs to figure some stuff out. She should do that in season 2. His mom, Wilhelm, his mom, I don't understand why she acts this way. I mean, yes, you are a royal family and that is super important apparently. Why would you act this way? Like, what is going on? Like, don't you love your child? Like, when Wilhelm had that phone call with his mom about like, August did you know that? And she knew, and I was like, how can you be like that? You're a mom. I don't want to talk about his mom too much, but no, I don't like her. Simon, his mom, I love her. She is great. Like, she's a great mother. She is so amazing. I mean, I'm just going through the characters, but Simon and Wilhelm are both just, to me, very great developed characters, and I just think they are trying to find a way to be together. Especially Wilhelm has a very complex situation with his mom and the royal thing, and then Eric died, and that was really sad. And but I heard people talking about this as well, but what I liked is when the sex tape came out, they were both very frustrated. You could see that very clearly, especially in the scene in the locker room, where my favorite scene with the shoes thing, you know? When Wilhelm said like, yeah, they want me to release the statement that it's not me. And obviously he doesn't really have a choice in a way because, you know, his mom. He was frustrated with that, and Simon obviously thought it was very unfair that he had to do that, but he wasn't angry with him, you know? He was like, we didn't do anything wrong. And then Wilhelm said, you know, we didn't, no we didn't. Honestly, that scene is my favorite because it's so heartbreaking to hear that, and it's so true, you know. It broke my heart, just that scene, and it was beautifully shot, and I cannot talk about it enough. Oh, Felice, obviously. Felice, okay, so let me, like, in the beginning I thought she was a bitch, you know. I thought she was gonna be very mean, and I did not really like her in the beginning, I have to be honest. But in the last few episodes, after all the like shit that Wilhelm went through, she was so supportive. She was in a relationship kind of with August, but she never supported him after what he did. Like, she never went to him like, hey, how are you feeling? Or something like that. She was directly like, yo, you are an asshole, I'm not talking to you again. She is a good character. Yeah, I like how she is. Also, rest in peace, Eric. I really liked him. He was a great brother. Then there are just some random things I would like to discuss. So, first of all, I need to talk to you all about the football field scene. The football field scene is, I think, the most interesting, the most beautiful, the most insane scene I've ever seen on a series, and maybe even a movie. First of all, it was improvised. Listen, I cannot put my head around the fact that it was improvised. I think that Edwin, the actor, is really insane for doing that, improvised. How do you come up with that? The whole like phone call with Simon, and when Simon came, he was like, you came, I can't believe you came. It was so sad, and he was so in it, and like, it's so good. And then like, you're beautiful, like, I have no words. I don't know how to express myself in words, but whenever I watch that scene, I'm completely out of it. I'm like, wow. So football field scene, it's just, there is no discussion. It's probably the best scene in the whole series. So that, and then I have something that I didn't hear a lot of people talk about, but the fact that Wilhelm in the very first scene and in the very, very last scene breaks the fourth wall by looking into the camera. And I've been thinking about this since I've been watching it, because I'm trying to figure out why they choose to do that. Because it's very odd for a character to break the fourth wall, especially in a series like that. So I've been thinking about it. And then I thought about the moments when he did it. And the first scene, he had to make a statement that he was gonna go to a different school because he was in a fight. And I think that moment for him was a very low moment in his life. In the last scene, he did it again. And in that moment in his life, he again had to say goodbye to people. Like, I think these both scenes were probably the two lowest points in his life. And that's maybe why he broke the fourth wall. But honestly, I've been thinking about it and I don't know how to connect these dots because it doesn't really make sense in my head. So I really want an answer on it, but obviously I cannot get an answer. So Lisa, maker of this series, amazing series, if you see this, you don't see this, but if you see this, please DM me and tell me why. I'm so curious, you have no idea. The pain in his eyes when he looks at you, it's like, it felt so raw, like, I loved it. But a bit confusing, but I loved it. Honestly, I'm just rambling on because I have some notes in here, but every time I talk about something, something else pops up, like, oh my god, I want to talk about this. So I know this video is super chaotic because I'm just talking about my thoughts, so I'm sorry for that. I tried to kind of put things in categories, but I'm not good with that, so you just have to bear with me. Oh yeah. The last hug scene when they left for Christmas break. Wilhelm said, "I love you," and then Simon said, "I hope you have a nice Christmas." Yo! I felt betrayed. No, I get it. Like, I get Simon. I get that. I mean, it's not that serious maybe, like, I love you, but after what happened, Simon told him, like, you know, if you need to figure out what you want and you have to do it alone because I don't want to be a secret. That's what Simon said. I get that. Like, Simon deserves an open relationship and deserves love and like all of that. So I get that Simon didn't say I love you back because after what he told him, and I mean, they were kind of in a weird place, you know, but I think Wilhelm said I love you because he's scared that he might lose him because of this, because Wilhelm knows that his mom is capable of like cutting him off from everyone because of protectiveness of the family or something. So, but it was just heartbreaking. But I hope he has a nice Christmas as well, you know. Before I start talking about what I would like to see in season 2, that they have to make, I would like to talk about one more thing in the series, and that is the intimate scenes. To me, it's very insane that it looks so honest. Like, it looks so pure. And that just shows that they're very insanely good actors, obviously. It already started with the first time Wilhelm saw Simon with the singing choir. By the way, Simon Omar, his voice is insane. Like, I've been listening to all his songs in the past few days, like La Mesa. He has some songs with a boy group or something. They're very good. You should check them out. He's a good singer. The choir, when he listened to Simon, his voice, and he just looked up, like, he started to smile, you know, he was like in trance. That's when he fell in love, I think. They're very good with those emotions, and maybe that's part of being an actor. I wouldn't know, I'm not an actor. I would like to be, but you know. But then the real intimate scenes, like the kissing, it wasn't too much, you know. It was just very, how do you explain this? I can kind of explain it like this, I guess. In American television and series, kissing and sex scenes are always very, like, this is a sex scene, 18 plus. It's too much for me. Like, I don't mind watching it because it's part of television and it's part of series, but in American television and overall, it's a lot. It's a lot. And this was just a sex scene or a kissing scene, but it wasn't too much. It was just very cute, and like, cute is not the right word, but it was more like beautiful kissing, you know? And not like passionate, I want you, take your clothes off kissing. I don't know how to explain this. Do you know the series Normal People? That was shot in Scotland, also by Scots, so not American anything as far as I know. Normal People was also a series in which I was blown away because it was so real and so pure, and it was real love, and it was normal, and it was realistic. And the sex scenes and kissing scenes and talking scenes, just the communication between characters, it was deep, it made sense, it was good. And I that's what I'm saying, I prefer series that are not American, to be honest, when it comes to relationships. Same with Simon and Wilhelm, they communicate, they talk, they understand each other, and if they don't agree with each other, it's not fighting necessarily. I mean, they had a fight scene which broke my heart, but they talk, and that's so nice that characters can do that, and when it's in the script. Okay, enough about the series. I mean, not enough, but for this video enough. I would like to finalize this by telling you what I would like to see in season 2. I've seen some things on TikTok in which people say that if they insert, how do you say that? If they get like a third love interest, I would be very frustrated. I really hope they don't do that. If something is gonna ruin Simon and Wilhelm's relationship, I'm not here for it. But obviously, as a writer, as a screenwriter, you know, you have to make a season 2 interesting in some way, so there has to happen something. So here's the thing. I would like to see August properly apologizing for all the bullshit he has done. I hope he becomes a better person. So I would like to see some character development in August. I need more cute scenes, like I need more hugging. I mean, there was already a lot for 6 episodes, but I would like to see more. So I guess in season 2 it would make sense to kind of see Wilhelm struggling with more the royal life and having a relationship with Simon, because obviously it is called Young Royals, and luckily it's not focused on the royal part too much, because that would be boring. But maybe him having to like do stuff for the country, I guess. I don't know what kings, crown princes or something do, but maybe that, and then seeing Simon kind of helping him getting through it, and like, we just want cute scenes. And communication, because that's important. I want Simon and Wilhelm to go on a holiday. I said it. I want them to go on a holiday. Like, somewhere. With the 2 of them. No one else to ruin their like, holiday. I need Simon to sing for Wilhelm alone. The 2 of them. For him, to him. Like, yeah. He should maybe write a song or something. That would be very cute. I need that. Oh my god, I didn't write anything more. But season 2 should probably just be a little bit of like struggling and a little bit of like that. But please, no breakup scenes. Maybe a fight scene to kind of bring up some emotions and break my heart one more time, and then make it good. And let them have a peaceful relationship, please. Oh, and I hope the mom of Wilhelm will get a little bit more like sense in her head, because she's no. Alright, that was a lot of talking. I'm so sorry. I could talk a lot more about this series because I genuinely love it so much, and I'm watching so many edits on TikTok and Instagram, and I'm obsessed. You know, I'm curious what you guys think about certain scenes and things, maybe things that I discussed. Please let me know in the comments. I like to talk about this. Also, if you want, you can follow me on TikTok. I made a TikTok about Young Royals. I talk about it a little. Instagram, you can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on Twitter if you want. Just to talk, if you want to talk to me about this, please do. So this was random, but I love talking about it, and I hope you liked what I discussed in this video. I just want Edwin and Omar to know that they are so amazing. I mean, they're not gonna see this, but they are incredible. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. I know it's a bit chaotic, but I hope you like it anyway. I'm gonna rewatch Young Royals, so I have to leave now, but it was fun talking to you. I'm gonna watch it now, so yeah. No, but seriously, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'm gonna go now. Let's just hope they make a season 2, because if not, what if they don't? I would not know. I would not be able to survive. Please make a season 2, or 3, or 4, or 5. Yeah, please. I'm desperate. We all are, aren't we? Okay, I'm really gonna go now, so thank you. Bye, have a nice day. And watch Young Royals if you haven't yet. What are you doing? Watch Young Royals. Oh my god.